What is up, YouTubes? Hope you've been well. Just want to let you know, stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to be walking you through how you are going to be able to win this SC4 knife, this SC4 survival knife, one of my favorite survival knives. So stick around to the end of the video to find out how you can win. Well, today's video is going to be on the Leatherman Skeletool. I've had this knife for probably maybe 7 years now, and it is definitely my favorite of all of the Leathermans. And the reason being is it's got one of the most essential tool sets. It fits in a really nice compact package, and it's got one of the most incredible blade steels that I've used out of any of the Leathermans, particularly this model, which is the Skeletool Black. It's got a 154 cm blade. I don't think I've sharpened this thing once, and it still has an incredibly sharp edge, still does all of my tasks. It's got a serrated edge, so I am using this mostly for rope cutting and box cutting. It's got a really nice design, but what I love about this is the fact that this can be operated one-handed. And so you can see here, it fits really nice in your hand. I mean, you're not going to be doing a lot of bushcrafting work, but for quick everyday tasks, it's definitely, I mean, it operates like an EDC blade. You know, the fact that you can have a one-handed operation, it's got a simple liner lock here, so it's got one-handed close. Unlike the Victorinox Swiss Army one-handed Trekker, this is a truly one-handed knife design. And this is going to be your two most used tools, at least for me, the knife and the bottle opener. You basically can operate this single-handedly. So you can cut open a box. Oh, look what's inside, a nice pair of Heinekens. Crack that open, and you'll be drinking brewskis, no problem. And so I think like this is probably one of the best just everyday carry multi-tools. If you're going to be carrying a multi-tool, is this Skeletool. Some extra added features, and in fact, I actually used this morning to change out my wife's license plate. Is the bit driver. For some reason, the dealer had one screwdriver and then one regular hex bolt. And so I had to use this side for the one screw, and I had to use this for the other screw. And I actually brought out my socket wrench set, and it didn't work for either of them. And so I'm like, with this multi-tool that was sitting in my pocket, I was able to change out the license plate very easily. And so, you've got like a really handy package with this bit driver. You can use it at a 90-degree angle to get it with a lot more torque, or you can go all the way. It's not like a Gerber center drive. It's definitely not going to be, perfect, but it's not bad. It's for a really nice compact package. Then, you've got, the main multifunction tool, which is your pliers. You've got almost like a semi needle nose pliers with the grip in here to be able to clamp on to any potential bolts. And then you've got some wire cutters inside. I don't think my model does not have, these are not replaceable, but they're easily sharpened. I mean, they're essentially just a carbide bit. And so you could probably hit them with a quick just chisel or a grinder, maybe a whetstone, and just be able to sharpen those up. I haven't needed to. Like I said, it's been 7 years. I've used this quite a bit, and no problem there. So, I mean, it's definitely a great everyday multi-tool. It's very functional. It's very well built. I mean, you can see I've probably used this, hundreds, if not thousands of times, and it's still as springy as the first day I got it. The blade, like I said, is still super sharp. So, I would highly recommend, if you don't have a Leatherman multi-tool, this is probably your best bet in terms of the first one you should probably pick up. So having said that, let's talk about the things that I don't like. So the things that I don't like, number one, this belt clip. I've never taken it off, but you could. It's kind of an awkward angle. It kind of sticks out, and when you're actually using the blade, it tends to dig into your hand a little bit. It is a block of steel. I've talked about the one-handed Trekker with the nice rubber oval mold on the handle being a lot more comfy fit. But this one's definitely like not as comfortable. It is all metal construction, all the way around. And so you're definitely not going to get the ergonomics that you would get with a one-handed trekker, but it's definitely very strong and bulletproof in that regard. That's number one. Number two, there's supposed to be this little slot here was supposed to be a slot for a spare bit driver. So the way you change out these bits, as you can see here, there's a little clamp here, and so you can pull this out and swap it. I should have had one that had one side being Phillips and one side being flathead, so I can use it like a pry bar, or I could use it for any flathead screws, but this one's dual on both sides. The flathead was inserted here, and probably within the first year it fell out. You're supposed to push it out from here. It's got like a carbon fiber insert. That didn't last very long, and so that's one thing that I didn't appreciate about this blade. But other than that, I mean, I'll be honest, for the price point, this is hard to beat. You're getting a really beautiful blade. I mean, honestly, for the blade alone, it's probably worth the price point. 154 cm is a very, very good steel. I love it over Aussate. I love it over a lot of other EDC steels. It's stainless steel, so it's better over any of your 440s, which is I know what SC is using with our current stainless steel model. It's done, and this blade has done an incredible job for me. And these, I love the design on these. The holes make it super easy for one-handed opening and closing. So, I mean, honestly, for the price point, this is hard to beat. So I would definitely recommend it. So if you're in the market for a multi-tool, it's probably between this one and the one-handed trekker. Which one you decide is probably up to personal preference. This one's a little slimmer compared to the one-handed trekker, but as I mentioned, it is a block of steel, so it's a little less ergonomic. So this one will disappear in your pocket a little bit more, but the other one will disappear in your hand a little bit more. So it's just a matter of what you're looking for. So now that we've talked about the Leatherman, I mentioned earlier on in the video, we're going to be talking about how to get a free SC4. So we're going to be doing a 100 subscriber giveaway. I think we're currently at 85. So this is, if you're watching this now, make sure you subscribe, hit like, and leave a comment, and you'll instantly be entered to the giveaway. We'll be announcing it once we hit 100 subscribers, who will be receiving a brand new SC4. So make sure you're doing that now. And if you're watching this video after we've hit 100 subscribers, watch the most recent video because we'll also be we'll be running contests and giveaways like this all the time. And also, if you are entering the giveaway, make sure to hit notifications because we'll be announcing it on this channel, and want to make sure that you get that notification that you've won. So make sure you're doing those 4 things: subscribing, hitting like, leaving a comment so that I know that you've entered the contest, and then lastly, turn on notifications so you can hear about the announcement of when we're going to be giving this out. We should be giving it out in the next week or so. So stick around and stay with me, and looking forward to sending this SC4 beautiful knife. Watch the video that I have on it to one of y'all subscribers. With that note, put in the comments. I mean, YouTube is nothing without the community. I've learned so much from the comments. I'd love to hear what is your favorite multi-tool? What is your favorite Leatherman? Because I'm looking for my next Leatherman. I'm looking about maybe the Wave or the Surge. So I'd love to hear what everyone's using. Put it in the comments. Love to hear from you, and looking forward to hearing from you, and looking forward to sending a brand new SC4 to one of y'all. Cheers and take care.